The boys just keep on chugging. We looked at the starting pitching matchup today, and, well, we expected a Blue Jays W. And you got one. A little bit more of a nail-biter than we would have liked to see. You know, Jays do win 11-7. But the offense comes to play. They light up Arlington like a flippin' Christmas tree. And they win a ball game and yet another series. Like I said, 11-7 win today. And with the W, the Jays are now 78-60 on the year. 18 games over the 500 mark. Really good stuff for the Toronto Blue Jays. And it all started early on for this team. Top of the first inning. With George on base. When he was on third, Bo Bichette at second because he already got another double. Kirk drives one to the right center field gap. And it one hops the wall. In comes Bo. In comes Georgie. And the Jays are out in front 2-0 in the first inning. Perfect way to start the ball game. Then, later on in the inning, with the bases loaded, Santiago Espinal punches one up the middle for a base hit. In comes Kirk. In comes Matt Chapman. And the Jays are now leading 4-0 before the Rangers even get to swing the bats. Well, when they do get an opportunity to swing the bat in the bottom half of the first, Adolis Garcia hits a 3-run shot. Corey Seager and Marcus Semien come in to score. And just like that, it's a 4-3 ball game. 7 runs in the first inning combined for both teams. It's setting up for a wild one. But the Jays started to explode. Here we go. Top of the third inning. Santiago Espinal doubles. In comes Kevin Biggio. I believe that was the one down the third baseline. Then Raimel Tapia comes up with Espinal and Danny Jansen on base. And it was a 3-1 pitch to Tapia. 87 miles an hour on the inner half. And man, did he turn on this ball, elevate it, and destroy it to right field. It is way gone. He enjoyed it. And it's a 3-run shot for Raimel Tapia. And the Jays, get some more breathing room now. It's now 8-3 Blue Jays. And we talked about it, yesterday, right? Having Tapia do a really nice job, walking a couple times, getting the game-winning run, all that stuff. It's an opportunity for him to kind of take the reins and run with it with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. still on the IL. And he did a phenomenal job. Now, Tapia won't be in the lineup tomorrow, I'm assuming, with Martin Perez on the hill. But, he did a really nice job these last couple days. And a really nice job there today. And shout out to Tapia for that incredible catch there in the field. Jumping up against the foul territory against the wall. Really nice catch there. But they weren't done in that third inning. Because Bo comes up with Vladdy on first. And he doubles again. Vladdy goes first to home. You love the effort. Look, he's not swinging the bat very well. 1 for 5, I believe, for Vladdy in this one. And he walks once. But again, you love the hustle and the effort when you need it, right? First, he was at first base. Bo doubled. You can see him chugging the entire way. And he slides in safely at the plate. And the Jays now lead it 9-3. You're feeling fantastic. You had 9 runs in the first 3 innings. Ari Har has allowed double-digit hits already. It is ugly. And the Jays weren't done. Top of the fourth inning. Danny Jansen comes up with Kevin Biggio on, and he gets the pitch basically down the middle and destroys it to left. And it was off the facing of the second deck. And the Jays now get some more runs on the board. It's 11-3. And we're like, man, the fellas are buzzing. Kevin Gausman, after he went the 3-run shot in the first, really settled down. But then we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and he struggles, right? Sam Huff hits a 2-run shot. Young comes in to score. Then Thompson hits an RBI double. Smith scores. Then Semien hits an RBI single, and Thompson scores. Now, not all of those were off of Kevin Gausman. Zach Pop came out there and did a little bit of that mess himself. But Kevin Gausman was not as sharp today. Did have 9 Ks over 5 1/3, but allowed 5 runs over 5 1/3, which we're not used to seeing. And again, you can't be perfect all the time, and you need your offense to bail you out once in a while. We have not seen this very much lately. It was really nice to see it early in the ballgame. The early offense, we've talked about it so much. Now, it hasn't been there, and they got it done today, right? And now, they score all those runs, getting to 11-7, but they shut the door. And they call it a day. And win 11-7. Offensively, Jays fans, well, Three guys had at least 3 hits in the ball game. Bo Bichette went 3 for 5 with 3 doubles. And a run scored, an RBI, and he walked once. Got on base four of the 6 times that he came to the dish. Bo Bichette had a day, didn't he? As he has all month so far. Danny Jansen is quietly having a very good month of September and a very good last little while. He went 4 for 5 in the game, scored 2 runs, had a couple RBIs, obviously, in the home run that he hit. And then Santiago Espinal, good to see him. When he got hit on the hand, we all had that big scare. But he's come back and he's still swinging the bat well. 3 for 4 for him with a run scored, 3 RBIs, and he walked once. He got on base 3 of the 5 times he came to the dish. The Jays overall had 15 hits. 15! 5 strikeouts, and they walked 8 times. Really good approach to the plate early on, and they made Arihara pay for every single mistake he made, which was quite a few. But you got to make him pay for it, and the Jays did today. Kevin Gausman, as I mentioned, wasn't all that sharp. 5 1/3, 8 hits allowed, 5 runs, 9 Ks, walked 1, and get 2 home runs. That's the part for me where Kevin Gausman was not as sharp. But again, you're going to have that once in a while. Doesn't bother me too much. We all know what Kevin Gausman actually is for this team. Zach Pop went out there, went 2/3 inning. He allowed 3 hits and 2 runs. But after that, it was locked down solid. Anthony Bass went an inning, allowed 1 hit, got a couple strikeouts. Adam Simber went out there, threw 2/3 inning, allowed a hit another batter, and got a strikeout. And, I love what John Schneider did today, right? You're in a 4-run ball game. They have 2 on, I believe, and with Corey Seager at the dish. And they bring out Tim Meza. Well, just yesterday, Tim Meza allowed an RBI double to Corey Seager to tie the ball game. But you could see, if you're watching the game yesterday, you could see how distraught and how angry Tim Meza was with himself after that outing yesterday. And Josh Schneider was over there talking to him in the midst of that game yesterday. And to see him fire him right back out there the next day against the same guy, it just shows you, 1, the confidence. And 2, you have an opportunity to kind of right the ship and get this guy's mindset back in order. And you do. And it happened. You saw a smile at the end of that save, albeit, we all know why. He was smiling because he flipping kicked it up to himself. Like, what the hell's going on there? That was wild stuff. He went an inning in the 3rd, got a strikeout, didn't allow a single base runner. He was outstanding, was Tim Meza today. He was really, really good. Picks his first save on the year. People be like, whoa, it's a save. Well, he came out in the 8th inning, a couple guys on. I don't know what the actual description is, but that is considered a save. So he picks it up. And the Jays, no matter how, ugly, how dicey it got there in the middle frames in the 6th inning, you still won 11-7. And you won yet another series. And the road dominance continues for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, they look to end off this road trip on a sparkling note tomorrow. However, we can all agree we don't feel too good about tomorrow. That's just my take on it, just for the fact that Martin Perez is going on the hill for the Texas Rangers, and he's been outstanding this year, easily their ace, sub-3 ERA. I believe he was an all-star this year. I could be wrong with that. Actually, who else would have gone for them? No, you're probably right. Probably would have been Martin Perez. So that's, or no, was it Simeon? No, he didn't go. Corey Seager didn't go. Yeah, it probably would have been Martin Perez. And for the Blue Jays, it's a bullpen day. Trevor Richards, Julian Merriweather, Yusei Kikuchi, you're facing the race, and that's going to be the counter. It's ugly. But the Jays did do that against Pittsburgh, and they did end up winning that ball game. The offense needs to do what they did today. It's going to be tough against Martin Perez, but if the Jays go out there and they lowered the boom early on offensively, then some good things will happen for this team tomorrow. But you never know. It's a game of baseball. Crazy things have happened. Did we expect Kevin Gausman to give up 5 runs today? Did we expect to score 11 today? No. It's a game of baseball. You never know what you're going to get for the most part. But for Martin Perez, he's been great this year. And for Trevor Richards and Yusei Kikuchi and Julian Merriweather, well, they haven't been great. They have not been great. All right, Jays fans, expect Trevor Richards to start the game. I'm guessing John Schneider's probably already confirmed it by now. But assume Trevor Richards is going to go out there and start, because with Seager and Nathaniel Lowe early on in that ball game, Trevor Richards' changeup should work against lefties. It usually does. So it makes sense to fire him out there to start that ball game. and then just kind of go from there. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. But actually, before we even do that, some great out-of-town scoreboard stuff, right? Mariners are, well, they're winning right now against the Braves, so it looks like we might stay packed with them, tied in the wild card race. But with the Rays losing to the Yankees today, yeah, you can take it for what it is, right? You can say, well, we want to get the AL East title, this and that. Well, you still might have that opportunity because you play the Yankees 3 more times, and they are still struggling mightily. But they did win 10-3 over the Rays today. With that being said, the Jays are now within half a game of the Tampa Bay Rays. This 5-game series coming up is going to be wild. And the Baltimore Orioles got absolutely spanked by the Boston Red Sox at Camden Yards today. So with that being said, the Jays are 5.5 games clear of the Baltimore Orioles for that final wild card spot. Jays fans, it's looking pretty good right now, but the fellas got to keep on chugging. Lots of ball to play. You play the Orioles still a ton the rest of the season. 1 game at a time, though. The finale tomorrow in Arlington, Texas. Martin Perez gets the ball for the Rangers, and it's a bullpen day for the Jays. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the ball game this evening, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, of course. You all know when I'll be talking to you tomorrow as the Jays look to get the sweep out. I can get my nasty broom out here. We can be talking about a big-time sweep coming back home and ending this road trip massive. But it's going to be tough. Martin Perez gets the ball for the Rangers, and it's a bullpen day. Probably Trevor Richards for the Toronto Blue Jays. 2:35 first pitch at Arlington, Texas. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.